Hello, my name is Justin Wright, and today I'm going to be doing a few speed and agility drills. Now, speed and agility training involves three phases: stabilization, strength, and power. Now, it's important that we go in that order because each previous phase is going to integrate us into the next phase. So for a stabilization phase workout, I'm just going to be doing a simple in and out ladder drill. It's very predictable. There's not a lot of change of movement, and it's a fairly basic drill. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting off at the end of my line. I'm just going to be hopping out with each foot at the same time, out and in between our ladder. Out, in, out, in. So I'll start off bend and I'll do a full set. And there we have it. For each and every one of these different workouts, you do not have to have a specific set of equipment. It is helpful to have a ladder and cone, but honestly, you could use any random object as a substitute. You could use sticks, you could use random objects for your cones, or if you want, you don't even have to use objects at all. You can just create these drills. Next up, we're on to our strength phase. Now what I'm going to be doing for the strength phase workout is I'm going to be doing a modified box drill. So we have our starting point, and each cone is going to be labeled a different number. Now ideally you'd have a trainer and a client for this. The trainer would yell out the number of the cone that you're supposed to go to, and you would go to that cone. So as you can tell, there's a little more unpredictability in this workout and a little more change of movement. So we're just going to get started. We're going to say that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if the trainer yells 1, I'd sprint this way. 3, 4, 1. And you would just do that over for a few sets. Now, again, you can change it up. You don't need cones, although it does help with cones. Okay, so now we're on to the power phase of the speed and agility workouts. Now, what I'm going to be doing for the power phase is I'm going to be doing the left drill. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and I added a couple extra cones to increase the unpredictability. Now, as you can guess, the power drills are going to be the most unpredictable and with the most change of motion. So ideally, you'd have a little more space than this, and you'd have a trainer and a client, but I'm just working with what I'm given. So we're going to have our starting cone right here. The trainer will yell what he wants the client to do. The client will do that to the far cone. He will come back, but this time, the trainer can tell him whether to go left or right or straight. If he says left or right, you would side shuffle to either cone, and then you would continue doing what you were doing before to the beginning cone. So here I'll go over a demonstration. Trainer is going to say sprint for the first one, so I'm going to sprint. So I'm going to say side shuffle back. And I'll say right, so I go to the right, and then I continue to side shuffle to the last one. You can add so many different movements for this. This is another one where you don't have to have cones. You could have any random objects. For any of these phases, you can pretty much make up the workouts that you're doing. There's so many different things that can be done for each phase as long as they're following the general guidelines of stabilization phase being fairly predictable, and then you move on to the strength phase and the power phase, which get more unpredictable through each one. So I'll go through one more demonstration of this. This time I'll say do karaoke for the first phase. So sprint back, left, and continue sprinting. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.